This is my gameplay and review of the game Trail Out, which is a mayhem crazy driver racing game where you can basically destroy your car if things go wrong. So for some reason this game has a story mode that can be very hard to take seriously because of the voice acting and just this general story behind it. But you play as this guy who was once in an accident driving down the road and he hits like a little manhole in the ground and loses all of his tires. Now the story is that he gets saved by his dog. And actually it has like the story of the company or the producer or something, which is called Good Boys, because Good Boys present. And that's your group, and you basically find this new festival that you want to compete in, and this is the Trail Out Festival, which has a blacklist of 8 players, including yourself, or 8 AI-like things, very much reminiscent of Need for Speed Most Wanted in the old school days. As you can imagine, you're going to be competing in races and doing a bunch of things to try get yourself up on that leaderboard, and you do this by receiving a amount of fans, and you get fans by basically winning races or being in high positions of races long enough so that you can score points, and you obviously have to win medals and, you know, actually win races like first, second, or third place so that you can even challenge one of the places above you so that you can take their spots. In the career, there's so many different things that you unlock, different types of game modes, fun modes, crazy like derbies, darts, bowling. Like I'm going to show you all these different game modes that I can here. There's also a fest app in the game that you can quickly forget about, but it has challenges, it has donations, achievements, and things to get like more fans, more money, and there's even like a weird broadcast mode right at the top over here that will actually allow you to do like a little selfie thing, almost like a live stream of sorts, and you can get more fans this way, I think every few races or so as you're playing. So in terms of gameplay, you're going to be doing a ton of like race-like things where you're just like racing around. There's some cross-reference ones here where you can get hit like from the side by other people in the same race. It's always 8 people. Doing this stuff in multiplayer might be crazy. You have to build your own car in this game. You have to like pick a car from a junkyard and you build it from scratch by each and every single body part. And you can do like derby modes where you're basically trying to destroy other cars while you're trying to keep your car alive. And this can be insane for like, you know, a lot of things. Personally, I have a lot of fun trying to make first place players or like, you know, AI crash off the map just like that over there, and then use the reset button to immediately spawn back in the place there to win. But as you can see here, the controls allow you to get smashed and crashed like right off the freaking race immediately in just one go, and you get stuck very quickly. So you can go from first place to last place very quickly when you're playing. The fun modes in this game are quite a little breath of fresh air where you can like just crash into a wall, you know, and you basically do bowling. And all you have to do here is play 3 rounds of bowling and try get more pins down than what your opponents do in terms of the AI. It's actually quite easy, some of these. Some of the races are difficult, some of them are hard. The controls in general can feel a little weird at first, like the car can sometimes, like, you know, hit the smallest of objects and flip upside down. Other times you'll do like a full 360 spin and be going in the same direction. You'll be like, oh okay, I'm safe. We're safe, we're good, like, you know, everything's fine. But you're gonna find a lot of the fun in the game in just the mayhem of crashing other cars, you know, hitting them slightly at the back there just to make them crash and just win the races. It's not a game you take seriously, you just kind of play it for fun, and you can see the graphics of the game look really nice. It's got this like photorealistic, but still very like, you know, like colorful, vibrant looking game. I really like the way it looks. It makes me like get into the mood of the game, the world that it sets here. They did that really well. They made it like you can see the destruction, you can see like the realism, you can see what they're trying to create here, and you can see it across all the different races and styles of the game, that like it's very consistent with itself, and I really like the way the game looks. In terms of the game's sound, it's as good as, you know, Destruction gets and everything. The music is good as well. I did have to turn it off though due to copyright issues, because I don't like playing copyright music from music in games on my channel. I think the only downside to this game is probably the weird story mode and the voice acting, because it's so odd. But it's designed for you not to take it seriously, so you shouldn't be like, okay, cool, this is like a super serious story, and, you know, like, oh my god, like the lip sync doesn't match the voices, oh my god, I can't play this. The game is about like crashing cars, winning races in like the funnest ways, and just being trolly on the roads, you know, using nitros to like just fly across these derby arenas and just races and just smashing other cars and everything. You're not supposed to take the game seriously. So as like a fun playground action arcade kind of game, It's best played with friends, or, if you're live streaming or you're like, somebody's watching you, this is something you're gonna enjoy most. You can play it on split screen, on a single PC on Steam, or you can even play with friends online in multiplayer as well, and you can just, have a great time and just, have those laughs and crazy moments that you can enjoy. In terms of whether the game is fun or not, I think the game pulls off what it needs to excessively well. I think it's supposed to just be a fun experience. It can be repetitive in times, but games like these are designed to be wonky and allow your car to like get destroyed frequently, so you got to be careful, but at the same time there's so much craziness happening, it's really hard to be careful in this game, especially in the derby modes where there's just so much damage to be taken. In the races, there are some races that you can get to first place nice and easy. The game does favor you being good at driving, and it does have a lot of obstacles that will present in your way. Like, as you can see, the freaking train, and coming up ahead here, there's actually like a crane moving around that can actually hit you, so you have to pay attention to what you're doing and how you're driving, and overall just have a good time, because that's what this game is really about. I hope you guys enjoy it and check it out, and thank you so much for watching.